we are back with WWE 2K16 My Career Mode, and in the last episode, when I was off camera, I was taking on some opponents, and when I was off camera, I did defeat Sheamus, and let's hope I can try to defeat him again. If I defeat him at Fastlane, I will get his title for sure. So sit back and enjoy the broadcast.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring, accompanied by Paige. From Newark, New Jersey, Richard Ball Redhead.
Oh, I can't wait to see this one. You know, week in and week out, this guy gets one of the biggest reactions of the night.
And approaching the ring, from Dublin, Ireland, weighing in at 267 pounds, the Intercontinental Champion, the Celtic Warrior, Sheamus.
This WWE Universe has been driven into a frenzy.
Calling this one's going to be a real treat, Michael, and I know you feel the same way.
Yep, so does King.
I see you wearing my shirt.
Oh, yeah, this is your shirt.
Options button.
Yeah.
Menu. On the home screen, press the left and right buttons to select applications. Press the up button to move to the function screen, where you can select system functions.
Watch out for the decorations.
Functions. Text to speech unavailable here. Function screen. Friends. Button. 10 unlock. Home screen. WWE2K16. Button. Options button. Options menu. On the home screen, press the left and right buttons to select applications. Press the up button to move to the function screen, where you can select system functions.
WWE2K16.
This should be an incredible matchup. I mean, both men have extensive offensive repertoires, lasting endurance, and an insatiable appetite to be number one. Let's take a moment to talk about ball.
Definitely looking confident in this one-on-one environment. We're going to find out a lot here tonight. Head-to-head, no excuses. Let's get it on.
Well, that missed it all right.
Hey, did you look before firing? What an idiot.
What a slam.
Oh.
This entire building just moved.
Man, you're right. That shook the arena.
That's what happens when you're in a powerful grasp. You go down.
Oh, that slam was vicious. You know, Sheamus grew up in Dublin, Ireland, and get this, he was part of his church choir. Before he made his way to WWE, Sheamus received several acting credits for appearances in film and television in his native country.
Good Lord, that wasn't even close.
So that's what it's like being so far off the mark.
What a display of unmitigated strength. The ring mat's in pain after that one.
Yeah, you're right. I think that hurt the ring and him.
Looks like he's pinpointing the back.
Well, the trick sometimes when you get outside the ring is survival. The match becomes almost secondary when you get near all these dangerous objects.
King, you mentioned Sheamus growing up in Dublin, Ireland, and being a choir boy. He was a member of his church's choir for many years, which is something that is taken very seriously in his country. It's also interesting to point out that Sheamus's acting performances received critical acclaim back in Ireland as well, King.
Well, the way Sheamus started out here in WWE, I can't picture him being a choir boy. But I do know he enjoyed the acting roles and that he landed in movies and popular television shows back home. Sheamus showed back then that he had a gift for being in front of the camera and entertaining audiences. A perfect beginning to prepare him for a career here in WWE.
Competing at full health here, definitely in a good position. God, there was nothing accurate about that attempt at offense.
Oh, you're being too kind. Some people would use other words to describe what we just witnessed.
Barely any damage has been inflicted so far, but this one's not over yet.
Oh my gosh, the arm!
Oh, they couldn't find a home for that one.
Well, it certainly wasn't due to a lack of trying, Michael.
Oh, he missed.
Oh, nobody home that time.
There's no recovering from that.
I won.
Great disregard for the rules, guys.
Sheamus is afraid to, I was going to the field again, so I won that match because disqualification. But he can't do that but he can't do that at the pay-per-view.
I think it's very vital to rock around. That's right. On top of
He can't do that at Fastlane. When Fastlane comes, he can't do that in Fastlane. Excuse me. I'm going up against Bad News Barrett.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring, accompanied by Cage. From Newark, New Jersey, Richard Bull Redhead.
Wow! The roof nearly blew off the arena for this superstar.
We're finally going to see which one of these two is the superior competitor.
And approaching the ring, from Preston, England, weighing in at 246 pounds, Bad News Barrett.
I think the WWE Universe senses something big is coming.
Millions of people watching this Raw match all over the globe right now. So guys, no pressure. Oftentimes in our business, the only way for personal issues to be ultimately resolved is two superstars enter the squared circle and go one-on-one in a good old-fashioned wrestling match. Oh, wow. It's come down to a battle of attrition right now.
Yeah, it could really go either way at this point. Man, what a struggle.
Tell us about Barrett.
Looking fresh right now, which is good. You got to wonder how much longer that can last, though.
Looking motivated now. This guy's a machine.
Oh, and a terrific reversal.
Ooh. Okay.
Key to avoid that. A piercing strike.
Oh, I should have saw that.
And he touches that one.
Wow, what a slam to the ground. Oh, and he got dropped. Oh, out of nowhere.
That's how you make an impact. I have a strong feeling that these guys will throw caution to the wind and just go full steam ahead.
I hope you're right. That's exactly what I want to see.
We're coming to you from Las Vegas, and I'm a little shocked to report that I still have some money in my pocket. trained bare-knuckle brawler. Bad News Barrett can stand up and go toe-to-toe with literally anybody on the roster.
Yeah, and he knows it, Cole. I don't think I've ever met a more cocky individual than Bad News Barrett.
Not today, too fast. My God, his body's been through hell, and his ribs have bore the brunt of the attack.
And I hope we can get a doctor out here as a precaution. Damaged ribs like that can make it hard to breathe.
We're coming to you from Las Vegas, and I'm a little shocked to report that I still have some money in my pocket. Talk about a target. The largest bullseye is always in someone's back.
Yeah, that's bad.
King, earlier you mentioned many of Bad News Barrett's admirable qualities. Let's not forget that Barrett's callous, arrogant, brash, and his menacing mentality helped him create the Barrett Barrage.
Wade has so many ways of mauling an opponent. You'd think he transported us from WWE into one of those bare-knuckle rings he ruled back in his native Britain. That's how awesome Barrett's power and mean streak are.
You have to wonder just how widespread the back pain is. We'll find out soon enough.
No kidding. This is bad.
We're coming to you from Las Vegas, and I'm a little shocked to report that I still have some money in my pocket.
Boy, he just got laid out.
He is slowly getting dissected.
And I'd love to disagree with you on your earlier statement, Cole, but I'm afraid you're right. Anybody who loves delivering bad news as much as Barrett does is undoubtedly a jerk in my book. This might be big.
The back is the largest area on the human body, and thus always
The shoulders are...
plenty of fight left.
You're right. This guy's still near 100%.
My God, his body's been through hell, and his ribs have bore the brunt of the attack.
And I hope we can get a doctor out here as a precaution. Damaged ribs like that can make it hard to breathe. What's he going to do here? What's he going to do here? Oh, man, does he have that arm submission in tight?
I don't believe the destruction we're seeing.
This guy's just going from one painful move to another.
Wearing down the opposition here.
You know, there's no other way Bad News Barrett prefers to end a brawl than with his bull hammer. I mean, when Barrett winds up and delivers the crushing elbow smash, it's going to be, you guessed it, bad news. Uh-oh. Oh, look at this.
Oh, and Bad News Barrett getting on a roll here. As we're seeing, if anyone in WWE likes taking the fight to an opponent, it's Wade Barrett.
Even if you can get back to your feet after a move like that. Wow! If he keeps it,
I want that, damn it. Oh my jeez. Sorry. I was about to say, jeez, every time when these wrestlers go against the wall, just go for the wall to pull out an object underneath the ring, I'm going to win every time. every time when they hit me with a weapon. If it's disqualification match, if it's okay. Oh, I'm taking on Tyson Kidd. Oh, okay. This is the first time I ever took on Tyson Kidd in the ring.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring, accompanied by Paige. From Newark, New Jersey, Richard Ball Redhead.
You can feel the intensity level inside the arena rising.
We're just moments away from one-on-one action here.
And approaching the ring, from Calgary, Alberta, Canada, weighing in at 204 pounds, Tyson Kidd.
You know, sometimes a superstar just has that look in his eye. And this is one of those times. This is what it's all about. Two competitors going head-to-head to decide which one is truly the best.
A superstar gets a certain feeling when he knows there's a strong possibility he may exit the match in a completely different condition than he entered. That's not exactly a comforting thought when it's your career. The collar and elbow tie-up in a battle for control here.
Yeah, Michael, it's so important to come out of this on top because you can do so many things to your opponent from this position.
Tell us your thoughts about Tyson Kidd.
The sky's the limit. I see a lot of main events in the future. It's going to take a lot to change the tide of this one.
Quick thinking to avoid that.
Oh,
Look at this man. He's all business.
And that's the way he has to be if he wants to win here tonight.
Both of these competitors have so much resolve, it's going to take a minor miracle to keep one of them down. Not today, too fast.
I think I know what move he was trying to do.
Focusing on the face now. He's pressing all the right buttons now. And he gets out of the way. And now he goes for it a second time. Makes the cover. And he breaks the cover, forcing the referee to stop the count.
Well, that's just not enough to get the job done. A graduate of the famous Hart Dungeon in Calgary, Canada, Tyson Kidd has been one of the most exciting competitors to enter the squared circle. Tyson's been one half of the United States Tag Team Champions and the WWE Tag Team Champions. He also had a major WrestleMania moment at WrestleMania 26 when he gave a heart attack to Mr. McMahon off the top rope. Tyson Kidd is a flurry of pink and black. Oh, wait, nice reversal.
He'll be feeling the effects of that for a while.
Tyson is tough for sure. He suffered a terrible hyperextended knee injury and had to undergo surgery. Tyson spent much of 2013 physically rehabbing his repaired knee, but now he's back, looking to tear up the WWE Championship ranks.
God, there was nothing accurate about that attempted offense.
Oh, you're being too kind.
Okay.
Some people would use other words to describe what we just witnessed.
And into the cup. Plenty of fight left.
You're right. This guy's still near 100%.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching SmackDown, the second longest running weekly episodic television program in history. My God, his body's been through hell, and his ribs have bore the brunt of the attack.
And I hope we can get a doctor out here as a precaution. Damaged ribs like that can make it hard to breathe. Here's the cup.
And the shoulders up.
And the match continues. I love this.
A wild overhead punch wreaking havoc in here.
No kidding. That shot came out of nowhere. Boy, Tyson Kidd fights like he's got a chip on his shoulder.
He's moving like a man possessed.
Ooh.
Competing at full health here. Definitely in a good position.
Tyson Kidd has found an answer here. Uh-oh. Climbing the turnbuckle. Tyson Kidd's speed, agility, and submission expertise certainly makes him one of the most versatile superstars in WWE. And for opponents, one of the most dangerous.
Oh.
He's as comfortable flying off the top rope as he is grinding an opponent's face down in the mat.
Tyson Kidd gets out of that one. Nice move. Covers. Oh, look at that. He managed to get a shoulder up.
Well, like they say, Cole, timing is everything.
What do you have to do to keep this guy down?
Good night. Ow. Ooh.
Look at the attack here.
Oh, man. Talk about a direct hit. You know, there are a truckload of fundamentals that Tyson learned in the Hart Dungeon and under the tutelage of Owen and Bret Hart. But Tyson has taken those teachings and brought his abilities to a whole other level. You know, Cole, he's got to be careful not to go to the well too many times. You do remember wells, don't you, Michael?
Not really, but you are from Tennessee, so I get your reference. You still use them.
Yeah, but I don't go there too many times.
He's really taking over this match now.
Just look at this. You can see the results from that move. Wow, he's still down after that.
Nobody home there.
Nobody home? Cole, that looked like the house has been empty for months. I don't like how slow he is to react right now. You know, it shouldn't be a surprise to anyone that with all of the time Tyson Kidd spent with the Hart family in the dungeon, and specifically with Owen and Bret Hart, that his finishing move is the dreaded sharpshooter. When Tyson locks that in, it's only a matter of time before his opponent taps out.
I've seen every episode of SmackDown over the years, and I assure you this one ranks right up there with the best. Huge move by Ball there.
You talk about a baller. Not a lot of spring left in his step right now.
With Tyson Kidd's incredible speed and technical acumen. Huge move by Ball there.
You talk about a baller.
Shoulders down, is it enough?
This may be it. What a win.
Yes.
Man, he's got to feel great. You want to talk about incredible high-impact sports entertainment? Check out what happened during this match.
Excuse me.
And here's some highlights from the matchup. Look at this. This was a match that was simply mesmerizing. We got a couple of highlights here. Let's check them out.
Here's your winner, Richard Ball Redhead.
Hearing every bit of that victory here tonight.
You know, without a doubt, he is among the most dominant guys on the WWE roster right now.
And folks, if you're just joining us, I'm sorry to tell you that you just missed one of the most exciting SmackDown matches in recent memory.
Okay, okay, that was the last match, and next on Thursday, and probably this Thursday, I'll be broadcasting again, and when we do come back to WWE 2K16 My Career Mode, it'll be Fastlane pay-per-view and a six-man tag team match. Alright, so this was Richie. Have a good evening, and I'll see you all on probably Thursday and Friday. Alright, so have a good night, everybody.
Home screen. WWE 2K16. Button.
And have a good night, everybody.
Home screen. Close application. Confirm.